Now then, welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. Once again here, Nemsun, trying to derp my way through Thaumcraft. How are you doing? We've made some advancing, some progress since last I spoke to you. The big old tree of awesomeness required an obsidian level chopper to chop it down. So, there was also lots of comments all about the different types of Tinker's stuff. So I upgraded my hatchet to Cobalt. And thank you very much for all of your comments based on Tinker's construct tools and the things. I know that there's some fairly overpowered stuff in here later on, like Britannia Terra Steel and stuff that can be made into huge Tinker's tools. But the best legit is Cobalt. Manulium, Manulium, that name, Manulium. Manulium is better in durability, but Cobalt is better in mining speed. Cobalt is also the highest mining level. So I made a Cobalt head for my hatchet, and it really did chop through this great wood very, very quickly. From that one tree, that's how much I got. 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks and a bit, and 10 saplings. I was debating whether to grow another one, but I don't think I shall. I think I will save it, as I don't really need another one after many stacks of great wood has been placed in my inventory. And it was quick as well. It was quick all the way up. I was really tall with that as well. Really high. Oh, excuse me. Really tall, and just chopped it all down really quickly. I was very surprised. Let's put all that in there. Now, I'm going to need this great wood for stuff. Well, I've found sort of a limitation to my little idea that I was having. Thinking it through a bit further, past this, I've got an unlimited supply of water shards, which means I've got shards for crafting purposes, anything I need to craft. And this is still running nicely. I've actually just turned the glacial precipitator off, and this is still full on 2 speed upgrades just from the ice it's producing. It's keeping it going, and there's 38 still left in there. So I will turn it back on eventually, but for now I've got a ton. So when that runs out of ice shards, it will stop working and all grind to a halt, and I've got loads and loads in there. I wanted to work on the next stage, which was going to be making the balance shards. But I've realised something I should possibly have realised before. Slither shards, okay? I was looking into this, okay? Breaking down the shards. Once I've created the shards that I want, whatever colour shard I want, breaking it down into slivers, right? Cost me 1 Pedicio, okay? Now, I was thinking that I could get Pedicio not from a wand, but I could get Pedicio from an automation system down there. And I'm not so sure that I can at this point. I think there's a way of making a crafting table like this with Viz, or recharging your wand directly from a node. But I've only got 1 node, and it's not a very big node. The node itself is only a 15. It's not a very big node. You can barely see it. Can I get it onto something? No, you can't see it. I can see it better through here, look. This node's only a 15. So, using the wand to break down the shards into its component parts is not a soon process. But there are other things that we need to do in order to advance in Thaumcraft, so we're going to work on those sort of things. From the basics, I've recently unlocked Advanced Node Tapping and Node Preserver, so that I always leave at least 1 viz of each aspect in a node, regardless. Unless I'm sneaking, right? But this doesn't work with normal wood and iron wands. So I've got to upgrade my wand. That's a thing, okay? Wand upgrading. We've got this to unlock. Great Wood Wand Core. Now we've got Great Wood. I'll purchase that for your pleasures. 2 of those with 3 Perditio makes a great wood rod. Okay? And that's able to store 50 viz of each type. And I need that for the great wood age. 50 viz is an important number to remember. So, I'm going to get that started first off. I'm going to make 2 of them. Yes, you heard me. I'm going to make 2 of them. Like that. Okay, so it's going to cost me 3.3 Perditio. Okay, so that's cost me just under 7. Okay, so now I'm running back up here to get to the node, to draw from the node, just so that I keep the node recharging rather than my wand empty. Okay, that's what I'm doing there. And putting that back on full 25 again. Okay, so now what? Now what do we do? Now we've got a great wood wand. Well, now we've got to upgrade the tips or the caps of the wands. We can go copper or gold, and the next one up should be something else. Should be Thorium, probably. And Thorium's the one I'm going to go for. So I'm just going to skip through these ones, but I need to make them first. So this looks like I need some instrumentum to be able to research those. So let's get ourselves some instrumentum sorted. We get another couple of that, another couple of that, and another one of those, another couple of that. There we go. That may have worked. Now I need that. I do that one. Okay. Research that. I require research somewhere there. I guess if I do the other wand caps as well, that'll work. It's the same as the iron wand cap. I can make it using gold nuggets, so that's easy enough. The copper, I now need pimentatio. Is it pimentatio? Yeah. 3 pimentatio. Okay, that, take it. That gives me the copper version. Copper has similar properties to iron when used to wand cap, but is as efficient as gold when used to channel something or Perditio viz. Okay, so bear that in mind. This takes no penalty when used to channel viz. Takes no penalty when used. So that takes no penalty. You notice that when I was crafting over here, I took a penalty on the cost of making those things. So a copper one. Yeah, a copper. Let's take, well, 2 of those. Copper. Wait, I've taken far too many now. Let's do 2 copper. Oh, wait a minute. That's not going to work in there. Let's take 2 copper, and that should reduce the cost of Perditio that I am using. Why have I lost everything? Come here. Get back here. AE system's eating it all. Right, so there's that. I can make 2 of these. It's going to cost me a little bit of each of those, right? But once I make the wand capped with these, which is going to cost me a little bit of everything, I end up with a copper capped great wood wand. I'm going to do that. Now, the copper capped great wood wand will not draw all of the viz out of this node, in theory. So what are we on at the minute? 14 Perditio at the minute. So I'm going to draw all of the energies out of this. I should end up with 14 in each because of my advanced node tapping. Should. Let's just give it a quick check. There's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, so there's 1 in everything there, and it won't tap anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to wait for that aura node to recharge back up to 15s. And that could take a while. And this is the slow stickle point at the minute. The slow sticking point with everything that's going on here. But this, now it's got the 13 Perditio, and I should have a bonus for Perditio. Let's test this out again. Right, this was that and that. Okay, now it's only costing me 3 instead of 3.3. So just having those copper capped wands has reduced Perditio costs for me. Okay, and the thing that I was going to be using to change the shards around was Perditio. So having a copper-capped wand ready for the Perditio stuff is a good thing. It's not the end result that we're after yet, though. Let's have a quick sleep, because there was a dark spot earlier, and I did had a creeper come in and just say, "Hi, here's all your torches all over the floor." He even broke this ladder here, look. And, yeah, and then wandered off into the night. So, how do I unlock that? That's something else we've got to work through. So, I'm guessing I'm going to have to unlock a few other bits and pieces before that unlocks itself. So, let's go back to the quest book. We'll go back to the quest book and we'll start looking through what we need to make and craft in the quest book, so that we can try and keep up with this stage as well. You see, deconstruction table, we did that last episode, I got that. I get a couple of vials of Essentia, a full heart and a reward bag. Well, I don't really need the full heart, so I'm going to get the reward bag. Claimed. I've made the one upgrade. I've done the Great Wood Wand, and I get a Great Wood Sapling. Well, thank you very much. Next up, we've got all of those done down here. Magic metals, wand cores, blazing viz, making a blazing rod. Tier 3 wand cores can store up to 75 viz of each type. Each wand core has an affinity with a special kind of viz. For example, the blazing core will slowly restore the ignis viz inside itself up to 10% of the wand max. Okay, so what is it that makes Perditio automatically restore? And is it when it's in your own hand? That's another little quest that I've got to think about. I could possibly get this magic metal done today as well. And I do want to try out Thorium, because I want to test out Thorium as a tool that I can use as well. Thorium parts can be used on Ticon tools to create tools that have modifiers without leveling. Interesting. Interesting. Worth a shot. So, how are we going to make these things? We're going to have to put Thorium through an alchemic process. Here we go, look. So I put iron and precantatio into a crucible and make it work. Okay, so how does a crucible work? Must have some form of hot heat underneath, and the water then starts boiling. Okay, so it needs to be over a source of constant heat and filled with water. Once that starts boiling, simply throw in items you wish in the crucible, and they will be broken down to their essentia. Okay, and then I can throw in some iron, and it'll pop out with Thorium. Alright, well, this isn't always going to be the case, but just for now, we're going to set this up like this. I think I want to get some buckets of water going, but I could possibly just go and get my blood magic water sigil and see if that works in this. I don't know if blood magic works in that way, if it likes it that way, but we'll find out. Let's take this down with us. We need to turn it into the water one. Let's have a look. Drop down here. Why not? Come on, down. Thank you. And through this mess of applied energistic stuff all over the place. And let's see if we can fill this up with a sigil. No, we can't. We can, however, do something like this. And then pick it up like that. And then put it in. That works. And then I've got to put some magic in there. Some precantatia in there. And it only took a couple, as I recall. Actually, let's see. I think I've probably got some in these crystals. So what's in these crystals? Yeah, magic. There's water and other things in there as well, but that's not too bad. The other option would be to get netherwort. No netherwort down here. Let me just go and get some of that. Well, as you can see, netherwort has 3 items that give out essentia, and water shards have 3 items that give out 4 essentia. So I'm going to end up with excess amounts of stuff going into the pot. Now that's an issue. That's an issue because if you leave too much rubbish in here, it bubbles out all over the place and makes a mess. So what I'm going to do, let's clear that. I didn't make any more speed upgrades, by the way. We're going to make one of these. Why not? And I'm going to put one of these on top of there, like that. And hopefully that'll still allow me to throw things in. Okay, so how much did we need to make the Thorium? We needed 4 precantatia. Okay, and that was worth 1 apiece. Okay, so let's throw 1 in there. That didn't go in. That didn't go in. That went in. No. 2. 2. No. This is not a best setup in the world, is it? 3. 4. Okay. I think I got 4 in. And now I should throw an iron in there as well. Blah. 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 Okay, that's not working, is it? Let's go up like this. Maybe I can stand on the top of it and drop them down like this. There we go. How many did I start off with? 59, so I've put 5 in, have I? Or lost one somewhere. I'm pretty sure... there's one I lost. I'm pretty sure I put in enough. But now I may have not enough essence in there. Let's try it. That didn't work, did it? Okay. So I need to throw some more of these stuff in. Throw one of those in. There we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, that seems to be working. So I got 4 Thorium ingots from that, and no mess, right? Because at some point it overflows and bubbles out, and that is nasty mess when you get all that all over the place. But that's it. I've got enough of that for now. I can automate that even further, which I will do down here somewhere. But first of all, I want to take I want to get rid of the lava element of things, which is not a problem. I can soon sort that out. This is something that I do want to make, Nightor. Nightor allows me to then use it as a fuel or a fire instead of the lava underneath the crucibles, which gives me a big advantage there. So let's make some Nightor, and that should be in the alchemy section there. It's one of the first things you get. Bit of glowstone. Ignis, Lux, and Potentia. Okay, Ignis, Lux, and Potentia. I'm guessing charcoal. That's got Potentia and Ignis. Okay. Let's throw those away. Throw those back in there. That's good. Throw that on that in there. Yep. And we're going to need some glowstone for that. I'm going to need at least 1 piece. I'll take a couple. And the Lux side of things, we could probably just make a couple of torches, couldn't we? And that'll definitely give us some Lux. There we go. Make some torches. That'll give us 1 Lux per torch and 2 for that. And what did we need for this? It was 3 torches and 2 charcoal, or 1.5 charcoal per piece. Okay, let's do that then. So our water isn't overflowing or running out. The goo is real though. Look at this. This is excess stuff flowing out. I thought I could get away without that happening, but obviously not. Let's go round it like this. There we go. And there. When I get to the stages I can do a censure, and I can farm it properly, then this won't happen at all. I can just go around it like this. You can ring it round with forged microblocks, and that does work, but I haven't got the time right now. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And then 1 of those. 2 of those. 3 of those? Not quite. Oh, didn't quite get it right. Never mind. Okay, so I've got these Nightor now. Nightor, really cool. I like Nightor. I'm going to put one... Well, I guess... I'm going to put this cauldron down somewhere, but I guess if I just put a Nightor down to show you. One thing, it will light the place up when I place it. Yeah, it's a little tiny box around it like that. And the other thing is that I can put the cauldron on it, I believe, instead of the lava source. Which means that I can take it back like that. I can put it in the floor like that. And then put the cauldron on top of it there. Now, that to me is still a bit awkward because I could fall through the floor while doing it. But once the cauldron and everything's over the top of it, then that reduces the amount of space that I'm using up and all that. Which sounds pretty cool, yeah? That sounds pretty cool, I can do that. Other things then? Let's see. We've got that. We need an elementum. So let's see what we need to get to... Well, actually, I've got everything down here. Because I've got a crafting grid here. Alumentum. Let's see. We need to put a piece of coal in with some pediccio. Okay. And the pediccio can come from all sorts of cool stuff, including there's sand, which gives us 1 pediccio and 1 terra, or we've got the cobblestone, which is 1 pediccio and 1 terra. So they're both pretty much the same. So it doesn't really matter which way around I use it. So I may as well use it the coal way around. I think it was any charcoal, wasn't it? So this stuff, yeah, coal or charcoal. I'm going to need ignis and potentia, which is charcoal, and pediccio, which is stone. So 3 stone to 1.5. Okay. This takes a little bit of getting used to, but it's easy enough once you get there. And when you've automated it, it's even easier, much, much better. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll just keep throwing this in until we start getting it back out again. Stop getting it out again, so let's throw some more of that in. There we go. So, yeah, we've got 3 elementum. That's cool. Okay, let that bubble out and mess about again for a little while. And that should give us that quest reward. Awesome. Which gives us a water crystal cluster. Water crystal clusters, as I recall, works as an infusion stabilizer. It's there in the tooltip. Which is very nice because I can place it down somewhere near my infusion altar. And it will stabilize it to make it so it's not so bad. I do actually like placing them around and about my desk as well. Because I think it adds something to that. Look, yeah, now this is shiny. The Ignis fire is shiny for some reason as well. And my Ordo is shiny as well. Don't know why the Ignis is shiny. As far as I know, it shouldn't be. Maybe it's because I've got that lava down there. Maybe it's within range of it. So now it gives you bonus research in there. But as I'm not using research, it's not really a big deal. So what's next up? We can make these dolls. I can't make the balance shards yet, but we're working up to that. I won't be able to make the tree capacitor until I've made the whole thing, which means this runic magic, which means another floor needs making upstairs. So let's see if we're about making these and... Oh, vials. They're nice and easy. What do I get? Flask of Vigor and another Essentia. That's nice. Okay, glass vials. Clay with glass underneath. In a workbench as well. Not even a difficult or costly process. So let's go with those and some clay. I happen to have 2 clay left. Awesome. 2 sets of those. I think it was 16, wasn't it? Yep, 16 exactly. Awesome. Claim that reward. Cool. That's that one done. The jar. Warded jars. Oh, yes. That's what I need to store Essentia. Little effort, it will get you automated storage system for Essentia. Nearly spelt right. Warded jars. But I do want to go into the applied energistics versions of things for that. But there doesn't appear to be any quests for it in here for the applied energistics versions of things. I might just have to go and do that off my own back anyway. That there I want to unlock because that's the thing that's going to be transferring and automating my wand. Yeah. Let's get these blazing things done. Blitz is a frozen cousin of the blaze. It creates a blitz outside. A normal habitat snow. In thorium barrel filled with water. Place the freezing doll in a thorium barrel filled with water. Okay. I only have to make the doll. I don't have to make anything else. So that's okay. That can go in there with the others there. The empties can go in there as well. I will dump those in there for now. Awesome. And this can all go in here for now. Just to keep it all tidy. Keeping Britain tidy. Oh, flask strength 2 from Britannia. Very nice. Thank you, Vasky. Thank you very much. Okay, so dolls. Let's talk about dolls. So I want one of these, which is that. I need snowballs. I need 4 snowballs. Well, I just so happen to have a glacial precipitator here. And I can just go flick. Give me snowballs. Give me snowballs. Give me snowballs. Okay, there we go. Stop now. Stop now. That's enough. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Enough. Leave that to turn back on. That's 16 snowballs. That's more than enough to make a couple. I only need to make the one, though. I'll just throw the snowballs in there, though. So, snow. Boom. That's the freezing doll. What was the other one that we needed to collect the reward of? Pesky pecks. I have no idea why you would want a peck. Pesky critters. But if you do want a pet peck, make a thorium barrel, fill it in witch water, and add a thormic doll. A thormic doll. Okay. I don't really want a peck, but I'm going to make the thormic doll. So let's have a look at doll again. Creepy doll, thormic doll. Okay. Thormic doll, no... no recipe. Okay, so that means that it's going to be in here under this then. And I don't see it. There's a barrel there. Don't have the required research. I need loads of instrumentum, precantatia, and whatever that fabrico is or something like that, I think. This cost me ordo. I've got hardly any ordo left. I've got that which requires potentia. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get that bit done. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to make that doll. Never mind, I was looking forward to making that peck as well. Oh, I just can't do it now. Okay, so that one's off limits for a little while as well. What else we got then? Bath time. Bath salts is important, but I can't do it yet. The blazing rod. Let's see, can I do a blazing rod? And have I got it unlocked in here? I suppose I better check NEI first. Rod. There's a blaze rod. I'm expecting that to be the blazing rod that it's talking about. There's loads of tool rods as well, of course. There's a blazing core staff. There's a blazing rod. Doesn't have it in there, but it will be in the Thaumcraft under Thaumaturgy. There's the blazing rod. And I don't have enough research points. So I'm going to have to do a little break and have a load more sifting through things and glancing at it and researching things through my thermometer. I'm going to keep on with my node. My node should be filling back up now. We've taken it all the way down to 111 today. Yeah, it's filling up fairly quickly, so I'll be able to fill up my wands and get those ready. I want to get 2, really. Oh yeah, that was another thing that we was going to do, wasn't it? Let's take the thorium again. Let's make some thorium ingots, because I want that. So 1, 2. We can make it there. No? Oh, because I haven't learned the recipe yet. Because it's not unlocked in here yet. I haven't learned it yet. Aha, there it is though. Ooh, 63. Again, a little bit more research points to get the Thorium 1 caps. Okay, right. I'm going to call it. That's this episode done, guys. Thank you very much for watching. It was a bit of a questing episode. I didn't get a lot of advancement done in the whole automation and systems and things. But I will do. I will do. I just need to go through this process of unlocking. It's a bit like the grinding out of the sieve before I could make a big reactor. That was a big achievement, wasn't it? The big reactor at the end of the second week. Well, I had to spend 2 weeks sieving sand and dust and banging cobblestone with a hammer and all that kind of grindy stuff. Well, Thaumcraft has a different kind of grind. Thaumcraft's grind is for now research points. Even though this is on easy, I think that actually makes it harder. Easy means that I've got to scan bunches and bunches of items to get the research points in order to unlock things. Whereas in the other version, I could just do the little mini game with the research points that I had available. And maybe that cost me more research points in the long run. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. But I'm going to get through it. I'm going to grind it out, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode of Agrarian Skies 2. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.